Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let's get right into it. We're going over Task Force 45 here, a new deck from the DLC, an American deck, so I'm really excited being an American. Anyway, let's go from top to bottom and just go over the view of the deck, and then we'll talk a little bit about the pros and cons, and yeah. Anyway, recon tab-wise, you actually get some really good variety. First of all, I get, T-70s here. Really fast here, road speed 81 kilometers, can keep up with your infantry. You only get 2 of them. If you want a vet, though, you only get 1. It has a dope gun, 130 pen, so it'll mess up even Panthers in close combat. So be wary of that if you're fighting against this deck. Get your M8 spam. You get 2 varieties of M8s. Again, there's no difference. One's Brazilian, one's American, and I don't see any stat difference. They're exactly the same. Really fast road speed, really good. You get your M5A1 recon, your little Stuart tank. Get some scout infantry. They do come with a bazooka and smokes. Actually could be really utilized, especially in a 1v1. Come with fast transports as well if you're looking for something a little faster. And then you going down here, you get the recon tab. Nice, you got. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is actually that useful, but you can choose it if you feel like it. Oh, it does come with 50 cal half tracks if you feel like that though. I get these another sniper team if you really feel like it. Some pioneers. Some actually these are pretty dope recon tab, I gotta say. Then you get G50 cals, and then you get whatever this thing is. I don't know why you'd bring this, but it's a fun little vehicle if you're feeling it. You could I could see some movement moments where people would utilize these. Infantry tab though, really strong. Get these, I don't even know, the gunners, I'm just gonna call them gunners. Get pretty good availability. These 12, 24, and then 36. They're a fat man squad of 15 men. They do have a Bren gun. They lay down fire. They don't die. It's an awesome, cost-efficient squad. You get 3 cards of them, so you can bring them A and B and C if you felt like it. Other than that though, get a card Engineers. You only get 1 card for the American version. Though, you do get a Brazilian version, though it is phase locked to B and C. I cannot bring them in A. Get the Nessa rifles here. This is an awesome squad. Come on, guys, look at this. Bazookas, 2 Bren guns, or sorry, bar guns. Just freaking awesome. They look at so much heat. They're fanatical. They do not surrender. This is a really scary, scary unit. It's phase locked to B though, so you have to be, courteous of that. You do get 2 cards of that unit. You also get a leader card, which is a really good squad. Phase locked to B, a Brazilian, but again, just an awesome, full-on squad for only 5 more points. You're pretty much just paying 5 more points for a bazooka and a leader. That's pretty awesome. And then you also get these other infantry squad here. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, but they're awesome squad too. 2 bar guns here. Just a decent squad. You get plenty of these guys. You get 3 cards of them. Phase locked out to A and B. So your Brazilians are phase locked to B and C. Sorry, not A, B and C. And then what else you get here? You get your leader card here, just another one with sniper rifle, an American version, phase locked to A and B. Then you get these American leaders here again with smoke, just standard leaders. These can get an A if you feel like it. And then engineer leader that you're phase locked to A. You also get these British troops if you feel like it. Another big man squad. Not disheartened though, so that's a difference. There is some stat difference. You don't get that bar gun, so that's a big difference actually. But if you're looking for just a cheaper alternative and not disheartened, this is a really good choice. Look at the absolute numbers that you guys can get. It's crazy. Tank tab though, a little good. M5A1s. You get 4 cards. And, no phase lock anything except your leader card. And Stuarts are phase locked to A and B. And there you only have 3 activation points here, so not too much tank variety there, unfortunately. Support tab though, you can get the M4 105, the shotgun version. I get your, heavy machine guns. These are actually really good. They're disheartened, 35 points, but they come with a pretty big gun. They suppress. It's an awesome, I think it's an awesome unit. I highly recommend. For alternative for MGs, you get the little, light machine guns if you feel like it. And these guys as well, and then these as well. So you can pick between all the 3 nations. And then you also get M-Mod Scouts. Commander-wise, you have 3 options, Sherman, Infantry, and M20. This thing is what I would recommend. M20 is really good. It's maneuverable, and it can get out artillery fire, but also not be too expensive like a Command Sherman, which you don't want to fight in the front line. You get 3 cards of supplies if you're feeling like that. Anti-tank tabs where it's fun. Get M10s here. These M10s come with APCR, have 2000 range, 185 pen, Panther cancer. They just destroy Panthers out there. Tiger tanks, whatever they need. They can't kill King Tiger, so don't do that. But then everywhere else, you get them as A, B, and C. You get 4 cards of them. Really good availability. Get your bazookas too. Get 6-pounders. They are phase locked though to B though, which is really weird to me. But the American version is fanatical. Please tell me why. I'd be really curious about why. I think these are Brazilian troops. They're not. I don't think they're wearing American uniforms. I don't know why, but you guys, someone tell me why these are fanatical. I bet there's some lore behind it, or some history, not lore. AA-wise is an awesome AA tab. Get your Bofors, obviously. Get these M2 90mm. These things are awesome. They have plenty of AP ammo, 2,000 range, really good penetration. These will kill, these will kill Panthers and Tigers, so be careful with that if you're the German players. Get M15s, get your MGMCs. These are really good as well, but they don't really, I wouldn't recommend these over all the other AA guns just because they have such a bad AA range and they don't really stop the bombs from being paid off, and they don't really shoot down many aircraft. So that's what I get for AA. You get tons of activation points for this, so you can be a support player. Artillery wise, this deck shines here. You get your plenty of mortars, you get your half-track mortars, get your 81mm mortars that have radios, Brazilian and American, though again I'm not sure these American uniforms, right? So I'd be really curious why they haven't. I don't know what they are. You get 105s here if you like it. Can't bring any ammo with the 105s, unfortunately. You do get 155s though. These things cannot come with ammo either, nor can your 203s come with ammo. So nothing comes with ammo, so that is the disadvantage. But obviously you can make that up in the supply tab pretty easily. But these 203s and 155s are nasty, man. They will destroy people's artillery. And they both, one doesn't come with smoke. This one does come with smoke. This has more cost efficient, but ammo-wise, it's 40 shots already, so it can fire for a long time before needing to reload. You're gonna need to bring ammo with these for sure. But these things are nasty, dude. They destroy people's artillery. SP artillery doesn't last a second. Look at this thing. Look how massive this thing is. It's ridiculous. Air tab though, get your napalm plane. It's phase locked to B and C, like all napalm should be. But I tested it out once. It's a huge payload, but again, you only get in B and C, so I wouldn't recommend. And availability is trash, so not advised. Get P-51s though. These are some of the fastest aircraft in the game. 680 kilometers an hour, guys, so really strong. But must be very careful with your P-51s. They're very fragile to AA. They have resilience of bad. They're strafing. It says they have close air support, but I wouldn't recommend strafing with these. They're not very good. Availability is awesome. 4, 8, and 12. So I do recommend that. Looking for a cheaper fighter though, an alternative, you get the 202 Italian aircraft. These things are actually okay, but again, like why would you get that when you get P-51? You get the Mitchells here. Huge payloads here. You get the option of 2 of the cards here with 227 kilogram bombs, 4 of them. These things are very strong. They do not go down easily, and they will shoot down enemy aircraft too if they fly anywhere near them. And I mean, look at how many guns are on this thing. You do not want to be flying over here. These are actually really good. They'll suppress enemy fighters too. And they're really slow though, so be careful of that. Like fast fighters will get on you. Get a watch out for Focke-Wulfs. They will mess you up just because Focke-Wulfs have all those cannons on them. You also get a Recon Dio Havoc A20. You can strafe with this and begin in the game if you feel like it. If you want to be really cancerous, it's really hard to do. I don't really recommend these things. They're not very good. They have pretty good survivability though, but not as good as like a bomber. So like I don't really see the worth in this. You do get P-51s, bombers though. They carry 227 kilogram bombs, so they pretty much kill any light AT guns or assault guns or artillery pieces in one shot. Even infantry squads, not too great availability, 1, 2, and 4. So that's something to note. Overall, pros and cons the deck. For 1v1s, you got enough tanks to deal with it. You're like, hey, Nate, we're talking about you don't get enough tanks. So first of all, I get M10s. M10s are just as good as a Sherman, if not better, with their APCR rounds. So a really good cancer deck against enemy tanks. You're going to be pushing really hard in B. If you're a Maverick player, I really would think this is a really strong deck because you have awesome Brazilian infantry in B phase that are pretty nasty. Plenty of AA, enough fighters to keep control of the skies. I'd say this is strong, even not even really good 1v1 deck. Team games, I'd say similar thing here. You have plenty of AA, you have plenty of artillery, you have plenty of ammo to bring your support tab to supply it all. You can really lay down heat. Plus, you'll have lots of tanks. Again, making it up in the M10s. So these are all your real tanks with good armor, 75. So I think this is a really, really strong deck, and I really recommend it. I think it's one of the newest and most fun decks to play. And it's really good to see another American division with some Brazilian troops in there. So it's a good variety. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about the deck. And before we go, actually, I want to say the weaknesses of the deck. The weakness of the deck, I wouldn't say it has any real weakness. At all. Like it covers all the bases. The one thing I would note that's a huge weakness, and I guess it's a weakness, is that A phase infantry is pretty lackluster. You don't have that many good A phase infantry. Most of the stuff is all phase locked to B phase. So if you're playing 3rd Fallschirmjäger or playing some elite infantry deck, you could really mess up this deck early on. So that is a something to note. Though you can really overwhelm the enemy with just throwing out these cheap squads in A phase as the Task Force 5045. So that is the pros of this deck. But yeah, anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think, and let me know, and I'll be curious to what you guys think about this deck.